Today's video I'm really excited to do, and I know a lot of girls, whether you're new to my channel, been subscribed to me forever, or this is the first video you're watching of me, I know a lot of girls will love this video if you're new to American Girl dolls, because it's my top 10 tips for your doll. So if you got a new doll, or I'm sorry, this piece of hair, I really try not to touch my hair during videos, but sometimes it's very hard. But anyway, if you're new to American Girl and you just got a doll, or you've had a doll for a while but you still don't know how to take care of her, these tips are going to be really simple for keeping care of her, things to do with her, like some things to do like keep and stuff when you get a doll. Just you'll see as we go along. So there's going to be 10 tips, and the way I got this video idea was I was emailing a girl named Soul, S-O-L-E, and she was asking me for some tips for her doll, and I was like, I was about to type them out and stuff, some tips, and I'm like, it'd be an awesome video to do their top 10 tips for American Girl dolls. So if you've had American Girl dolls for a while and you have top 10 tips, make a video, tag me in it, leave it below as a video response. Just say justaddsparkle said to do a top 10 tips for AG for your American Girl dolls. It's not really a tag, just I want to hear your tips, so maybe I could learn some things too. Anyway, if you've had American dolls for a while, some of these tips might be like you're like duh, but they're more for younger girls or girls who just got a doll. So there's gonna be some that you're like duh, you don't wanna, you'll hear the tip in a second, but just go with it. I had to include it in here because it's a big tip too. So big tips like that are just obvious, but I needed to include them. So I also have the window open, so if my hair blows or if you hear super loud barking, I'm really sorry, but I gotta air it out. Anyway, this is a really long intro, but let's just get started. One more thing actually. I've had dolls for around 8 to 9 years, so I do know what I'm talking about. I have 7 dolls, so don't think I just have like one doll that I've had for a year and then I'm giving you tips. I've had a lot of experience with my dolls, and I know what happens and what's to do and stuff like that. So now, let's get started with tip number 1. So you probably, if you've been on my channel, you've heard this tip for forever. It is to use a special brush for your dolls. When I say a special brush, I mean just get a wire bristle. So the stuff that you put in their hair is what you want to be wired, just like this. And you don't want to use it on your own hair, because the oils from your hair will get into your doll's hair and then it won't be good. So I have Jess here, this doll for forever, and she has straight hair. So any straight or wavy hair doll, you can use a wire bristle brush. But if you have a curly haired doll, like we have beautiful Sage here, who I just took her braid out, but if you have a curly haired doll like Sage, then I recommend using a pick. And I don't have a pick with me right now, I need to get a new one, but hopefully I'll insert a picture here of the American Girl one you can get. Basically you want to use that for curly haired dolls because it helps keep their curls in. So that's for brush. And also a tip number 1, I recommend getting a mister, because this just filled with water. This is the American Girl one again. You can, as I said, you can just go to the dollar store and get any little spray bottle and fill it with water. Nothing else. No hair serums that we put on our hair, like my hair needs some spray too. Since it's just water, I can put it on my hair. But don't do any serums like frizz serum. None of that will work with your dolls if it works for your hair. Just plain old water, and then you can just spritz her hair from a little bit away. Make sure it doesn't get in her eyes or on her skin, and then it helps keep the frizz. Then you can brush it, style it, and water is great to use on your doll's hair. Lightly. You don't want to drench it. You just want to mist it every now and then. Okay, my second tip is to keep the boxes that you buy stuff in, or the American Girl doll box that they come in, because if you want to travel with your doll or something and you want to keep her perfect, then I really recommend using the boxes that they come in, like that you open them in. But also these little boxes that you get, like their clothes and accessories in. Sorry, I sort of have a runny nose, but you can keep that same thing. Like this is the box that these little there's a lollipop in there. Huh. You could keep these little snowflake things came in this box, so you could keep them in here for storage. If you're moving, they're great to keep, because you're like, when you see the American Girl doll box like and you're moving, it's like, oh, those are American Girl doll stuff, like those are Hannah's, if whatever. Like your parents will be like, that goes to their room. It's really easy, and it's just great. I keep these all the time to store my stuff in my room on these bookshelves up here. I have some, my bed's blocking it, but right back there I keep all my boxes and the stuff in them with the labels facing it, so that I know exactly what to grab and it's not just thrown everywhere and I have to go through stuff. These are also great if you're not just keeping your stuff in, but keeping like anything in. And they're also great for if you need your doll to stand up higher or something, especially for video makers. If you need your doll to like be a little higher, you could use them to stand on them, or seats, or you could just do tons of stuff with the boxes, and they're really cute too. So keep the boxes. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is to not put your doll in direct sunlight or water. Like, you know, you don't want to put her in the pool or the ocean or something. Oh, and these tips are in no particular order. They're just tips. Okay. So, don't keep your doll in direct sunlight or out in the sun for a long time, because Jess here was filming a video outside, and it was really hot that day. It was a summer video. It actually never got uploaded because of copyrights to the music. And it was a music video, so I had to have the music. But anyway, long story short, I kept her outside, and when you keep them in the sun or in the heat for a long time, their skin, the only way I can explain it is it's sort of like wax a little. Like, it'll start getting melty, not like just drench off, but after, like, you just have to experience it. You don't want to experience, but when you do, you're like, oh, that's what she meant. It basically just gets soft and easy to come off, I guess, because I was out in the sun filming this video, and then she fell face forward, and since her skin was sort of sticky, I don't know if you can see it, but oh, you can sort of see the little bit of skin. You can definitely see it in person, but her little piece of skin on her nose sort of cracked off. You can't really see it, but so yeah, you don't want to keep them in direct sunlight, and you definitely don't want to put them in water of any sort, because their bodies here, their bodices here, don't mean to flash you, but yeah, they are made of fabric, so if you get them wet, it's really bad, and if you get their eyes wet, their eyes don't work anymore. So just make sure you don't get it wet, or keep them out in the heat for a long time. You could take them outside and stuff, just don't put them in direct sunlight for like hours and hours. Okay, the next tip is keep all little things, and this sort of goes with boxes, the box tip, but keep all little stuff that you get. Like, this is a little sample I got from Bath & Body Works, and when I use it all up, like, this would be a great, you know, like little kitchen jar for them, or I could make a pot and pan out of the bottom here. Like, you know, just like little things are great for that. And then also, if you have like mint boxes are great. This is just like, or Tic Tacs, you know. This is great to keep. Just keep all little things. So this isn't just really for beginners, just for all in general. Like, keep the stuff that you find that's really cute and little, and so you don't have to go out and buy like a pan. You can just, you know, use what you have and make your own. Okay, so sorry, I was looking at my next tip. Tip number 5. We're halfway through. Hold on, I gotta resituate. Halfway through situation. Okay. Tip number 5 is, especially if you have littler siblings or dogs or cats or any animal, you want to keep her up high on a shelf, you know, just keep her up high and away from everything else. You don't want her laying on the floor, because you never know while you're gone, you know, your cat or dog may come in here and then like chew her arm, and that just be so sad. And then you have to send her to the doll hospital or get a new doll, and it's really sad. And I've had some of my dolls chewed. Jess here bit their, oh wait, no, was it Jess? Yeah, I sort of cleaned her up, but my dog bit her or chewed on her arm a little there. But you can't really see it, but she's just all jacked up. I'm really sorry, Jess. Anyway, so yeah, if you're littler though, like you're like, I don't know, just younger, but you still have a doll, I mean, you don't want to put it so high up that you can't get it, but maybe you want your mom to put it up high when you're done playing with it or something, so that if you have an animal or even a younger sibling, like a little baby that's like walking or something, and you don't want them to get it or get in their little stuff. Like, dolls have tons of little things. Since they're little, you know, they gotta have the little stuff, so you don't want a baby or something swallowing that stuff, so just be careful. That was sort of an obvious tip, but be careful. Put her up high, put her in a safe place, because you don't want to get damaged. You don't want to get that dog or baby or whatever to get damaged, like get sick or something. So yeah. Okay, tip number 6 is to do with hair again. For curly hair dolls, or if you want a doll to have a little bit of wave or curls, I recommend keeping her hair in curls for at least every 4 weeks. Like with my curly hair dolls, I don't do this a lot. I really need to though, like especially with Kanani. I need to put her hair in like unheated rollers, and I have a video, and there's tons of videos on YouTube about how to use non-heated rollers. They have one from American Girl, or you can just use your mom's or yours or whatever you have. So yeah, keep her in non-heated rollers so that her hair can cake shape. So what you just do is you spray some water, put the rollers in, leave them up overnight, or if you want a few days, and then it'll just keep her curls bouncy instead of, you could always do the twisting method, you know, with Kanani's hair, like twist them and spray, but that's sort of more temporary. But if you just keep her in the rollers, then they work. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you roll her hair the same way. You don't want to roll it this way. Like, let me explain this. Since her hair is curled this way, you want to roll it up this way instead of going opposite like that. So you want to do, I'm sorry, allergy season, you know, here. So you want to do that and to keep her curls lively and bouncy and stuff. So that works with any curly hair dolls. You can also do that with straight hair dolls if you want their hair to be curly for a short time. But with curly hair dolls, it just keeps their hair like better. It just keeps it in better shape. And my hair's there. Okay. Tip number 7 is to not mess up her part. And what your part is it's this piece of hair. Girls have, boys have it too, but girls, like, you see it in their hair more often. Here it is on me. It's where it separates your hair on both sides. You can have it here, you can have it here, you can have it anywhere. And your dolls usually come with a specific area for their part. This is Jess's part right here. And I actually messed up hers when I was really little. I didn't even know I did. I was just brushing, you know, all directions and stuff. But when you get, so as you can see, like, her part's not perfectly straight. Let me get Sage's part. See how it's perfectly straight in a line? Here. Jess's is sort of messed up a little. Some hairs are on the wrong side, and I tried fixing it, but it's really hard to fix. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me that much, but it is hard to fix. So, try not to brush your hair in different ways. You want to start, like, if this is her part, you brush the hair that's this way, and the hair that's on this side of the part this way. And then that keeps her part. You don't want to go like, and just brush everywhere. That's sort of hard to do, especially if you're doing a cool hairstyle, but it really helps in the long run. Tip number 8, that's 8, yeah, 8, is try not to paint her nails or, of course, get any sort of nail polish, paint, glue, or anything on her skin. But one thing that we like to do a lot is paint their nails, and I do paint my doll's nails sometimes, especially for videos. I actually did an old video, which was really bad because my camera kept falling. I remember that video. It was over there. But, I showed a video on how to paint their nails, and there is a certain way. Just get, like, a nail striper and do it, and then get a non-acetone nail polish remover. Non-acetone. If you get acetone, it can change the discoloration of their skin. So there is a way you can paint your nails, but it's just not healthy for your dolls, and I'm guilty of doing it too. I know. I don't have the doll with me here that I painted her nails, but try not to paint their nails, or of course you try not to get anything on their body at all. And if you do get nail polish on your body, try to take it off with water first. If that doesn't work, try a magic eraser, which is great for getting anything off. I don't know if it takes off Sharpie. I don't think it does, so don't get Sharpie on your dolls. But try to just get try not to get anything, paint, glue, anything on your dolls. I know it's hard not to, but just try. And then I actually have a video, and there's some videos on YouTube about getting stuff off your dolls too. Tip number 9, we're almost done, is don't put her near fire. And yes, I know this could be very obvious, I know, but it's just a good rule of thumb, because I know I had to put it in here because if you get her near fire, she can easily catch on fire, you know, with this fiery red hair Sage has here. You know, it could easily just catch onto a candle or your fireplace if you have her near a fireplace, or especially candles, I know. Because they're really easy to just have in your room, and then like the doll's there, and then it starts catching on fire, and then phew, your doll's done. And it can even catch on fire your house, which is really bad. So do not put her any near source of fire, especially if you're younger. Make sure you have adult supervision if there's fire near you. So don't keep her near the stove or any sort of source like that, because you know what will happen. It's fire, it burns down stuff, and it'd be really bad. And I want to protect you, your family, and your dolls. So the last tip, tip number 10, is to love her and take care of her using all these tips and more, and play with her if you're younger. I don't play with my dolls. I use them for videos at night, but I love them super much. And so yes, just love and care for them. And if you have any questions about your doll's care or what you did to it, then you can email me at socrafty101@gmail.com, and it'll be down below. You could comment on a video, message me. Personal message me would probably be better than commenting on a video if you have a specific question. So personal message me, and